7 Weirdest Beauty Standards from Around the World. Long neck in Myanmar. In Myanmar, particularly among the Kayan people, the practice of wearing brass neck rings to create the appearance of a long neck is a long-standing tradition. This practice is often associated with beauty and cultural identity. Women start wearing these brass rings at a young age and gradually add more over the years. Contrary to the popular belief that the neck is stretched, the rings actually push down on the collarbone and compress the rib cage, creating the illusion of an elongated neck. The reasons behind this practice vary, with some believing it enhances a woman's beauty and distinguishes them within their community. Teeth blackening in Southeast Asia. Teeth blackening, a practice known as betel nut chewing, was historically common in some parts of Southeast Asia, particularly in places like Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, and parts of Indonesia. It involved chewing a mixture of areca nut, slaked lime, and betel leaf, which could stain the teeth dark red or black over time. This practice was often cultural and had social significance, but it has been on the decline in many regions due to health concerns. The substances used can be harmful, and the practice has been associated with oral health issues and an increased risk of oral cancer. Nose plugs in Papua New Guinea. In some parts of Papua New Guinea, particularly among certain indigenous tribes in the highlands and remote areas, the practice of nose plugging or nose piercing has cultural significance. This practice involves inserting decorative objects, often made from natural materials like bone or plant fibers, into the nostrils. Nose plugging is part of various tribal rituals, ceremonies, and cultural traditions in Papua New Guinea. It can symbolize a person's transition into adulthood, signify social status, or be worn as an expression of cultural identity. The specific reasons and cultural meanings can vary among different tribal groups. Mursi lip plates in Ethiopia. The Mursi people, an ethnic group in the Omo Valley of Ethiopia, are known for their unique cultural practice of wearing lip plates. This involves inserting and gradually enlarging a wooden or clay disc or plate into a pierced hole in the lower lip. Lip plates are typically worn by Mursi women, and the size of the plate is often seen as an indicator of a woman's beauty and status within the community. The Mursi lip plates are a significant cultural tradition, and they serve various purposes, including ceremonial and symbolic roles. They are typically worn during important rituals, such as marriage ceremonies, and may also be seen as a sign of a woman's readiness for marriage. Geisha appearance in Japan. Geisha, traditional Japanese female entertainers, are known for their distinctive appearance, which includes wearing a white makeup base. This makeup style is known as oshiroi in Japanese. Geisha apply a layer of white foundation made from a mixture of rice powder and water on their faces and necks to create a flawless, porcelain-like complexion. The white makeup is a key element of the geisha's overall look, and it has historical and cultural significance. It symbolizes purity, elegance, and distance from everyday life. Scarification in West Africa. Scarification is a traditional practice in many West African cultures. It involves the deliberate scarring or marking of the skin to create intricate patterns which can hold cultural, social, or religious significance. Scarification is often seen as a form of body art and a way to express one's identity and cultural belonging. These patterns are typically created by cutting, branding, or using other methods to create raised scars on the skin. Foot binding in China. Foot binding was a practice in China that began in the 10th century and persisted for over 1,000 years, until it was officially banned in the early 20th century. It involved tightly wrapping the feet of young girls to prevent their normal growth, resulting in what were known as lotus feet. This practice was a symbol of beauty and status, but it caused severe physical deformities and lifelong health issues for those who underwent it. The ban in the early 20th century was a significant step toward ending this harmful tradition.